Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about on a very interesting topic. A lot of questions have been asked. Why exactly candidates fail in the SSB? Why there are so large number of failures in the SSB? See, the selection rate of the SSB is only 3.6%. Imagine if a batch of about 100 candidates come, how many will pass? Just 3 to 4. That's really the most difficult selection system ever, at least in our country, where in the interview only such a small number of candidates are passed. So what is there in the candidates who pass? And you'll be amazed that in a particular group, you'll find candidates from the best schools sometimes fail. Candidates from best background sometimes fail. Generally, people have wrong notion that army officers' children generally may be getting selected, but you'll be surprised to know it is in one of the courses 27% who went to the academy were the JSOs and NCO children. In fact, their selection is far better than the officers' children. It is a recorded fact. And in that course, can you believe the officers' children who got selected were just 7%, 27 and 7%. So I used to wonder as a commandant and president of the SSB that what is there in these 3 to 4 guys? What is not there in those 97 guys? Though they are also from the good school, they are also from the better background. And I did a personal study on this. And here in this institution, SSB Short Academy, we have 71 guys who have made it in the last about a year and a half. 71. And if I analyze these 71 who have made it, yes, they had certain characteristics perhaps which was not there in the remaining ones. Now I am going to discuss today that what is there in those guys who pass. Why candidates pass? Why candidates fail? What is the qualities, what is the officer-like qualities they displayed? In a very simplistic manner, I am going to tell you exactly that. Who usually do not make. There may be exceptions in this. Okay? But usually these kind of guys will not make it. What kind of guys are these? Look at the first point. The guys who are shy, unsocial, who do not mix up. Armed forces leadership requirement is entirely different. A guy who doesn't mix up, who is shy, who's not very social, his chances of selection will be low. And let me tell you, the selection system is so elaborate through those 3 techniques. For him, he will be identified. If he's shy, if he's unsocial, if he doesn't mix up, his chances of selection are very low. Usually, such guys will not make it. What is the second point? Negative, pessimistic, who always see the doom. You'll find there are guys who always think negative.
यहाँ पे सामान देखता हूँ, तुम जाओ।
अरे चल ना, बहुत मजा आएगा यार।
अरे मैं नहीं कर सकता यार। You know I can't. मैं यहीं ठीक हूँ।
यहाँ तो सभी ठीक हैं, पर हम उड़ने के लिए बने सेट।
In a very bright sunny day, they will feel, yes, it might rain, or there may be a storm in the evening. They will only see the doom, the worst possibilities. So they always in a very good situation also they will see such kind of negative view they will have of a bright situation also. Such guys obviously are not fit to become leaders. You will agree? Look at the next point, dishonest and selfish.
मैंने बेचारे का घड़ी बेचा, इनका सोने वाला चश्मा बेचा, बेचारे ने कुछ बोला?
Do you think a guy who's selfish, can he become a leader? The leaders are givers rather than takers. They love to share whatever they have. That's the beauty of the leaders. So if you are selfish, if you are dishonest, forget particularly becoming an officer in the army. Such kind of guys, again, usually will not make it. What is the next point? Artificial. If you are not original, if you have a put-on kind of behavior, You actually think something, but you behave in a different manner. Most of the time, you'll find such kind of guys are usually caught. And do you think such kind of guys can be successful leaders? Obviously, no. So look at the next. Who maintain low profile, who are reserved? If you maintain a very low profile in your group and you are reserved, you hardly speak, do you think you have the potential to become a leader? Leaders always have to stand out in a group. They have to influence the group. They have to leave an impact. Then only their group, their people are going to follow them. Mild, too soft-spoken, lack boldness and courage. If you are too mild, too soft-spoken, if you lack boldness and you lack courage, you can imagine, which are the hallmark of a leader. He has to be bold. He has to be courageous because he has to be always in the front. He has to display his moral courage as well as physical courage. So obviously, you will agree that his chances will be less if he doesn't possess this quality. The next one is guys. Some of the guys are over smart and cunning. Do you think cunning people can succeed as a leader? Because he will be again selfish and he is over smart. And let me tell you, SSB looks for such over smart guys who try to display what they are not, and they get caught either in the GTO or in the psychologist or by the interviewing officer. Look at the other qualities. Lack of confidence. Confidence is hallmark of the good leaders. If you lack that, obviously, you lack something. The chances will be less again. Low self-esteem or low self-image. Okay? It flows out of the confidence, you can say. If you have a low self-esteem, do you think you will be able to take decisions? You will be able to lead the people? You will remain confused always if you possess a very low self-image about your own self. The guys who are repeaters time and again, after 3 to 4 times, it becomes very difficult for them to maintain their self-esteem and they start doubting their own capabilities. That's the reason we guys have to take extra care. Poor communication skills. The leaders always have to communicate, okay? And imagine in the SSB how many times you have to communicate. 4 times you have to participate in different kind of group discussions, including the stage 1, including GD1 and GD2, and also your group planning. Imagine you have to communicate with the interviewing officer for about half an hour to 1 hour. So if you are a bad communicator, if you can't express your own self, obviously your chances are very, very low. Another thing, kind of people who can't make it is the casual people who have got a casual approach in life, who are unprepared. They know their SSB has come, but you'll find them lacking in virtually everything. Whether it is general awareness or knowing about their own self, they will not be knowing. Okay, they will be confused. So, unaware, poor knowledge, such kind of people will also get segregated. They create a poor impression there in the SSB. Safe playing who avoid risk. You know, the leadership in the armed forces is outdoor. A chap who's a risk taker, who's adventurous, who's better in outdoor games and outdoor activities, because your real leadership qualities are developed in the outdoor, not indoor. By reading books only, you can improve upon your knowledge. But leadership is experiential leadership, which can be learned only in the group, in the team, outside. All those qualities you develop in the team, in the games, sports, adventure activities, that competitive spirit, that working for your team, sacrificing for your team, all these qualities you learn outdoor. So, reticent, non-participative, guys who generally always keep quiet. You'll find some guys in a group, even in a friends group, who will never participate. They will just be following you. They will be followers, but they will never be participating. And they usually keep quiet. Again, it becomes very difficult for them to pass. Unsure and confused. If you are confused, if you are not sure of yourself, obviously, the chances of your selection will be very dim. And last but not the least is the miser. Some guys are very conjuice. You agree? Very miser. Do you think such kind of guys can become a leader who doesn't spend a penny from his pocket, who always lives on his friends? Rather, you'll find the leader is the one who spends maximum money based on his capability, whatever he has.
खाने के लिए पैसे कहाँ से लेके आए लेकिन?
पैसे क्या चीज है? हाथ की मैल है.
That's why you can call him selfless. That's why people will follow. If he doesn't spend a penny from his pocket, can he become a leader? Nobody likes such kind of people. Do you agree with me or not? So guys, these are the qualities. If you purchase, you have to take a check on yourself. You better take care of yourself and try. Personality is a variable factor. You can transform yourself. You can improve upon your personality. If you have some of these bad qualities or bad habits, okay, so you better take care of that and gradually get over. And now I'm going to show you another slide in which you will see guys who have those qualities will usually make it in the SSB. I repeat, look at the heading. Types of candidates who usually make it in the SSB. It may not be a hard and fast rule that they will always make it. I said most likely, usually they will make it. Okay? Who possess this? The combination of these qualities, if they possess, they will be the one who will succeed in the SSB. Now, what are these qualities? Which the success, those 4% guys have these qualities. And that's the reason they are in the selected list. Now, let me see what are these qualities. The first one is smart and impressive. Obviously, a leader, if he's smart and impressive, obviously he creates a better impression. If in front of the interviewing officer or GTO, somebody who's always smart and impressive, he can impress the group, it means he naturally possesses some leadership qualities. And you'll find leaders who are smart and impressive always create a better impact. So chances of your selection are better if you are smart, if you are impressive. The second quality is pleasant and polite.
आइए तीनों आइए सेठ जी.
Leaders have to be gentlemen and their personality should display that pleasantness, okay, amiableness. He will be liked in his group, okay, not that he spends about half a day with a group and everybody hates him. And you'll find in your group, you would start liking the leader because of his inner qualities which gradually gets displayed, okay? So pleasant and politeness is another quality of the leader. And the third quality which makes you pass is motivated, energetic and enthusiastic.
पर एक बात जरूर कहूँगा, उड़ने में मजा बहुत आएगा यार.
The guys who get selected are definitely much more motivated by more than their fellow beings.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
He will have that passion for the armed forces if he is joining the armed forces, or for that matter, any other goal or aim he has. Okay? And he will display energy. There will be energy in his body. Even during the interview, I can make out whether the person is enthusiastic, whether he is motivated, whether he is enthusiastic and energetic. So these qualities come out. What is the next quality now? High self-esteem. Automatically understood because the previous one we said low self-esteem. Mala, he will value himself well. He will obviously have the self-confidence. Sure and confident, it flows out of the self-esteem. He will be always sure of himself. The next is outgoing and risk-taking. I think I covered it enough because the real leaders are born outgoing, who are outgoing and risk-taking. Of course, another quality is your academic record. You will agree with me why your academic record matters so much. Your marks of 10th, 12th, graduation matter so much. Just think, if there are two guys in front of me as an interviewing officer, one chap who has excelled always 95% in 10th and 12th and BTech 85%. Another guy 52, 62 and 58%. What impression do I get? I say that this guy who has scored better marks, he has been sincere in his studies. He has been disciplined. His focus has been very clear about his studies. His sense of responsibility is very high. Of course, his intelligence is good. His factor 1, effective intelligence, reasoning ability is good. He's hardworking. He's goal-oriented. He has taken initiative. He's confident of himself. And look, for the other guy, what do you feel? You feel, yeah, this guy has been casual. He's been easygoing. Perhaps he has been lazy. He lacks discipline. He is not sure of himself. What the hell does he want to do? Look at this. You guys must be thinking that do the marks matter so much? Yes, it does matter. Because we get a different impression about two different guys. You will agree yourself. You look at your fellow classmates, those who score high marks, you'll find there is a purpose in their life. There is sincerity in their efforts. They want to prove themselves. They are success-oriented guys. So your academic report does matter, okay? Good communication skills, again, is the hallmark. There it was bad communication, poor communication. Here it is a good communication. Look at the other qualities which the successful guys, those 4% guys have this. High sense of responsibility, I just spoke about it. They will always have the high sense of responsibility. Original and honest, they will be original, okay? They will never have that put on kind of behavior. They will not try to show off what they are not, okay? And of course, they will be honest and truthful, jovial and lively. Leaders are lively, even in the adverse circumstances. That's how they are able to infuse confidence among his men. Even in a very, very poor situation, which things may be going against you, even in that, he will find some reasons to be happy. And not only he will be happy, he will create liveliness among his soldiers, if you are a leader of that kind. Otherwise, you will only create a doom if you are negative, pessimistic, okay? If you are so negative, then you can imagine what will happen to your men. So the leaders have to be jovial and happy and lively. The next is the self-discipline. You don't become leader just like that. If you yourself cannot impose those rules, if you can't yourself follow those rules, can you ensure that your men, your subordinates follow those rules? You got to follow. You have to have the self-discipline. If you have worked out a routine for yourself, you better follow it. And you'll find the guys who succeed in life, they make a timetable and follow it. That's the difference between a successful guy and a not so successful guy. He will make a program and he will follow it. Look at the other chap. He will break the rule the very third day. His New Year's resolutions will also not go beyond 5 to 7 days. Whereas a successful guy will follow that to the best of his ability. And last but not the least, sound knowledge and general awareness. He will read more books, particularly related to his goal. He will read newspapers. He will keep himself abreast with the latest. Okay? And also, his general awareness levels will be far higher than the others. Now you have understood, boys and girls, that why only 3.6% guys get selected in the SSB. What kind of qualities they possess. And let me tell you, this sample I have seen in the SSB. So this lot who usually do not get selected have those negative overtones or negative qualities in their personality. And guys who succeed undoubtedly, have interviewed so many of them, have the most of the qualities which I just talked about. So here is the answer for what kind of candidates get selected, what kind of candidates do not get selected. So this was a question often asked to me, and I thought, why not to answer that? Numerous candidates had asked, sir, what are the qualities required? What is there in them, those who pass? Here is the answer for you. I am sure this is going to be an eye-opener for you, and you are going to analyze and introspect your own personalities, and based on that, write down about your pluses and minuses and try and work on those minuses. Let me tell you, you can always improve upon your personality. Rather, if you have time, you can even transform your personality by continuous effort, by knowing about your weaknesses. That is the first step. With this, I wish you all the best till the next time. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it useful. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Do also leave us a comment down below with suggestions for future videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future videos. If this was one of the first videos that you saw from SSB Short Academy, I would be very happy to inform you that we have two state-of-the-art campuses, one in Bangalore and the other one in Hoshiarpur, Punjab. There is a third branch also coming up in Rudrapur, Uttarakhand. In all these branches, we have state-of-the-art campuses with a full-fledged GTO ground as well. All the instructors at all these branches are elite ex-armed forces officers with years of experience behind them. So every month we have 3 batches of a 12-day SSB course. Apart from that, we also have weekend courses for people who are working professionals or are students. Apart from that, we also have a 4-day GTO course, and we also organize a PPDT and GTO overview for a very nominal charge. We also have written exam courses for NDA, CDS, FCAT, INET and the Territorial Army. Apart from these, for the people who cannot make it over to our academy, we also organize online personal interviews which will be taken by Maj Gen VPS Bhakuni, who is also a former commandant of the SSB Center in Bangalore. We also have an online psych test. If you really want the worth of your money, then I would suggest that you go for the online interview and the psych assessment test combo, which you can avail for a discounted price. So if you're interested to know more about any of these courses or the online interview, make sure that you give us a call on the number which is appearing on your screen. You can also drop us an email at info@ssbshortshot.com. Follow us on Instagram for all the latest updates from our academy. Once again, if you found this video helpful, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe for our future videos. Till then, goodbye and take care.